What's up, guys? Welcome back to another EVE Online Solo Alpha. This is episode 8. Haven't been working too much on this character, just been kind of letting it passively train for the most part. Working on getting this Cormorant a little bit more stable, and some of the big skills I've been waiting on. Capacitor management 4, a lot of small turret stuff, hybrid turret stuff, and Killer Destroyer. But it was kind of still running level 1s right now, just to kind of stock a little bit on LP. I'm still working on a little bit of career points, so right now I'm tracking and doing wreck salvage, and then once we get through that, I'll be working on Nosferatu and neutralizer objectives, just to try to get to the last portion, or the last little bit of skill points. I think it's going to be difficult, honestly, to get Soldier of Fortune done right now. A lot of it has to do with dueling and things like that. Dueling, and also just interacting with other Capsuleer ships, which, if I go into doing like faction warfare with this character, if that's even possible on an alpha, I'm not sure, but some of that stuff I'll be able to knock out in a more PvP centric area. Right now, just kind of chilling doing these. I'm doing these level 1 sect missions from a station that has 2 level 1 security agents in it, so I'm essentially doubling up, and it works out great when both missions are in the same system. So I'll go out, I'll do 2 missions, and then salvage what I can. I mean, my salvage skills aren't great, so it takes a lot to kind of get credit for the most part. So I'll probably let's go ahead and dump the MTU here and bookmark it. I always bookmark my MTUs just in case I get disconnected or whatever the case may be. Get this other turret up. That way, once we're kind of done running everything, then I can just go kind of grab the loot. That's one big annoyance I had in the first few episodes with the Tristan and flying around trying to loot everything. So I sprung for AMTU. I know it's like, 10 million, which is, way above my poor alpha budget right now, but it's definitely helped things out quite a bit. Basically kind of kiting these guys at this point. But as you can see, my turret damage could be a lot better. Also, I need to work on some target management skills too. I mean, you can target up to 7 with this, and I can only target 5. So I need at least 2 more levels on target management. See, this is already giving me the dock thing, but I think I'm just gonna like kill everything on its on grid. That way, I'm gonna go over here and try to loot everything and salvage all that I can. We'll try to change how I do these episodes moving forward, whereas they're less edited or whatever. I'm asking you to just try to like show as much as possible. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and approach my MTU, because some of these missions I've actually pulled quite a bit out of as far as loot goes. So my optimal range on these is pretty bad too. I mean, I'll probably look at changing ammo. I think 18 kilometer, fall off at 24, but this guy's at like 33, so we're gonna have to come in quite a bit. So I'm just gonna go to the MTU, and then if he meets me in the middle, then that'll be fine. That gives us some time to like kind of start salvaging over here. So this episode might not be extremely exciting, just because we're going to be working on salvaging and looting, but I figure over the course of the series in its entirety, when you guys can kind of see everything that's kind of gone into everything, a little bit more to experience. I have been, it took me a while to actually fully switch over to the Photon UI, but now that I've kind of been doing it for about a week or so now, I don't mind it. I do like having like the loot tab here, and then when I'm done looting I can just go to warp, and then I just always keep my PvP tab up, which is great. Alright, let's do a reload here. And then I'm just going to start targeting up wrecks, and we're just going to start salvaging. Actually need to look at my salvage skills while we're waiting on this MTU. I think you can only get actually one level of salvage. Oh no, we get 3. Yeah, we literally can't get any better at salvaging, so that objective is just gonna have to be how it is. We've been stuck at 11 of 50 for a while. Obviously we've gotten some done, as you can tell from previous missions, but it's kind of hit or miss on whether or not it is successful. Let's go and open up cargo. See what we're kind of working with here. Man, look at all those tags. It was a Galante mission, so it's just almost 1 million. I don't know why either, but I do this in Null as well when I'm using MTU. I always like kind of like keeping everything in the MTU until it's done completely, just to like kind of see the value. A lot of tags. Got a hobgoblin. I'm also got a I got some skills towards a caracal as well. The other objective I'm gonna have to get, probably what I'll be working on in next episode, is going to be getting the rest of the kills in the cruiser, which is require me to actually get the Cormorant fitted out and everything, and we'll just go do like, I want to get the Cormorant skills and the caracal skills a little bit better before I actually start going and doing level 2s, just because right now it's a capacitor thing. Guns need to be a lot better, so those are some things I'm kind of looking out for, or as far as improving. Let's move this up here. Okay, so we've gotten 4. We got credit for 4 so far, so we're gonna just, I didn't really want to just kind of sit here this episode and just salvage a bunch of wrecks, but I really need to get this objective done because I'm trying to get this last 200 or this 125,000 skill points right here. Like I said, Soldier of Fortune is going to be kind of difficult to do. I can get Capacitor Warfare done, which I'll probably just fit a Nosferatu and a Neutralizer. I'll probably put one on this Cormorant and just go do like hideaways or something that has at least destroyers or cruisers on it, and just try to nos some targets there. See how that goes. Got one more wreck for loot. Let's go and target up another 3 wrecks. I'm gonna go ahead and salvage all these, just so I get as much credit as I can. We're still at 15 of 50. At least if I can get, hopefully if I can get another credit for 10 here, that'd be great. That'd be like halfway to 50. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen, because I think we have like probably a 30% chance to be successful before we destroy the wreck. Wait for this last, actually, okay, all the loot is up. Go and get this, store cargo, remove that bookmark, keeping the bookmarks all clean and everything. Okay, we got another Credit for another one. I haven't decided actually if I want to do like manufacturing on this tune. Probably not right now because we're worried way too much about normal gunnery and starship skills. I don't really know if I want to dedicate anything to, because I'm going to try to fit as much of, you know, try to be as complete as possible for one certain thing when we hit the 5.5 million, instead of just being kind of like mediocre across the board. Because once we actually get to the 5.5, we're going to be solely reliant on login reward SP and alpha injector SP and things like that. So, and it's not like we're, you know, almost, we're halfway there. We're 2.5 million right now. So I think my original goal was to actually go to null pretty soon after, like a week after we started, but I'm kind of holding off on that just till we can kind of get like our bankroll going. Because when we start going into null and doing like data relics, we're going to want to be able to have like replacement money, SRP money. And right now we're sitting at like 9 million. So the goal is to just do a bunch of level 1s tonight and work on some objectives, get some more skills done, and we'll be taking a hair on into nullsec. So that's 5 million if I round up for that. So I'm thinking if we can sit at like 20 or so, we'll be good to go. Kind of, you know, maybe, you know, get in a clean pod and grab a shuttle and go out and do a little scouting. 18. I have been doing these like Garista hideaways and burrows when they pop up, but the thing is I'm not going to get shit for bounties for it because they're mainly, the hideaways are all frigates. And I don't need any credit for like combat site stuff either, so. These are the last 4 wrecks. Go and turn off this Hardener. I'm trying to get at least up to 20 of 50. Now I have to check the ship restrictions every single time, because the reason I actually got the Tristan was because I was doing level 1s in this Cormorant, and I started getting a lot of frigate or non-destroyer ship restrictions. So if we get, we're not that far from Jeddah, so if we do get a mission where we have to use the Tristan, then we can go and swap that out pretty easily. But ultimately, I think the goal is to actually go as far as we can with security missions, which I think is like level 3 for an alpha. But if we can get into like a pretty decently skilled out battleship and do like level 3s, I mean, I've been really enjoying the security missions. Obviously, I know the ES income is not that great, but it's also just been kind of a nice break from what I normally do, right? Which is usually like high value, high risk activities and whatnot. We got to 21 on that, so we did better than I thought we were.
Warp drive active.
I do like this skin though. Go and dock up and turn all this stuff in, and then get on to the next. Hope to make some pretty good strides this week. As far as login rewards go, tomorrow we get at 50,000. I haven't used an alpha injector today yet, just because we don't have the funds to do so. That's where a lot of our risk has been going, kind of, just to like, you know, get a lot of these destroyer skills. Not really the destroyer skills, more like just the Magic 14 stuff, a little bit towards like capacitor, and just to give us more options. It's a lot easier to fit when you have a lot of the engineering skills. Alright, what's this one want? just some stuff. I don't see any ship restrictions, so check this one. This one's next door. Okay, destroyer. Alright, so we're good to go. We're gonna do the one. Actually, I think we're gonna do the one in New Caldari first. We can go there, do that one, come back in, do the one here, and then be good to go. There's some really bad sec mission areas too, because there's I used to do sec missions way back in the day on my main, where I'd pick them up and they want me to go 6 jumps just to do a mission and come back. But I've been a lot more picky with, you know, what agents I work with now. That's a lot of traveling, especially when they were very simple missions. Like the mission would take about a couple minutes, and the travel back and forth would be significantly longer than that. But it is what it is. I usually don't empty out the Cormorant until I get pretty full.
Warp drive active.
About to see what this mission's all about. My goal over the next couple of days is to really, you know, put a lot of work into this character. Been kind of neglecting her, like I said earlier in the video. Just, it's getting a lot easier to kind of do stuff with her now that I'm used to all my characters being female, but it's easier to do stuff with him now because he's getting more skills and things are kind of opening up a little bit. If I can get target management, I'm going to ungroup all these guns just because it allows me to like put one launcher per every target. Business as usual. I kind of want to loot all this stuff actually. I'm just gonna go over here and drop the MTU and start salvaging these wrecks, because I'm really just trying to get these objectives done. And I don't necessarily wait for the MTU to loot everything, because like even if you salvage the wreck, the loot will still drop into a jet can and spit out. Going to approach this just so we're in range. We're in range of it, but open cargo so we can kind of see what's coming in here. A lot of scrap metal as usual. I didn't really do a lot of looting when I started doing level 1s because I was so focused on actually just getting a lot of those combat objectives done. And the Tristan doesn't have, you know, a big enough cargo hold to really like carry an MTU and then also have the space to, you know, carry ammo and mission stuff. I started today actually wanting to run these level 1s and just kind of run the level 1s with the Tristan, but the very first mission I got was a security mission, but it wanted me to, you know, carry and drop off, you know, 320 cubic meters of some stuff. So I was like, well, so I had to go get the Cormorant, come back, and then I just kind of hung out and have been doing them in these, in this ship. Uranium Charge S, isn't that what I use? Nice. Is what I'm using. Actually, ammo positive now for this pocket. Alright, that's all the loot, so let's go and take this, scoop that. Now we're just gonna wait on these last 3 salvages. Remove that bookmark. Whenever I'm removing bookmarks, for whether it be like from mining rocks or from MTUs, instead of like going through my list, I try to remove them from the actual screen, so I don't, you know, because there are times when I have multiple MTUs out, especially in null. Whenever you like run multiple pockets for rated sites, I'll drop an MTU in each pocket, and I don't really worry about, you know, changing the name of each bookmark. But whenever I pick up an MTU, I just try to remove the bookmark from the actual in-space area. That way I don't remove the wrong MTU bookmark. Then you have to, you have to get combat probes out and scan them down and find your MTU, and it's a whole mess, right? Alright, we're going to start approaching, I think, just because we're probably going to fail this one. Do we get credit? We got 3 rec credits. Slowly but surely. If we can get 25 on for this one, it better hurry though. Come on. It's like a 5,000 meter range on this thing. I'm stopping again just so I can try to, like, I want 25 of 50 from this wreck. And this is part of the salvage, is part of the industrialist career path, and we got 25. Nice. And we've already got the rewards for the industrialist career path, but really for that 125,000 skill points, we just need to get CP from anywhere we can. So slowly but surely, when we're at a little over 2,500, so we've got less than 500 to go. Go and activate that. And another thing I do is whenever I get stuff, I always have my home station set to Vegeta, so I'll 100% always just send all my stuff to my home station, which allows me to just have all that stuff there waiting. Kind of an OCD thing, just keeping my reward window all cleared out. Oh nice, everybody's in range. I'm going to drop the MTU here. Bookmark it. I'm going to throw all guns on this cruiser, just to get it off grid. As you can see, like we need capacitor management for bad, just because we run the prop mod too much on this, and it's just, it caps out pretty quick right now. Alright, cruiser off the field. Now we start working on these frigates. So used to running the Golem that has like 10 targets. It allows me to just basically target the entire field, yeah, for most cases. I have to get that cruiser down. It's taking a lot of damage from it. Convert all guns to it. That's the other thing too, is just getting better skills for our weapon system. I want to do the Sisters of Eve arc, which is like 54 missions. I think we did it in the Alpha project. Or I touched on it a little bit, but we're going to want our weapon skills to be a lot better and our shield skills to be a lot better. Like this fit will essentially probably get upgraded to like Tech 2 tank and things like that to do, just to make that easier. Alright, that is mission complete. And we're going to keep salvaging. That's just what we're doing in this episode. And then we'll go next door and do that other mission. This is kind of what I do is like, you know, I'm just kind of waiting on skills and then just doing missions, stacking some LP just in case. I mean, on my main, I end up doing like, you know, some really weird corporation. I think it was like deep core mining that I leaned really far into. But I've been focusing mainly on either Caldari Steel or Caldari Navy. Right now we're doing Caldari Navy, I'm pretty sure. Just because their LP stores have some interesting things that I kind of want to see if we can do anything with. Where's their MTU at? It's over there. Basically approaching it just so I can see the bookmark whenever we get ready to grab it up. Open cargo here. We have a lot of tags. So the other thing too is we're doing all these Galante quests. So what's going to end up happening is our standings for Galante are going to be trash, essentially. It really sucks that you can't use salvage drones as an alpha, because they're just even more kind of chill. But I think when we get to the point where we have like a battle cruiser, or, you know, I kind of want to get a Drake, honestly. I kind of want to try to see if we can, our battle cruiser will probably end up being Drake. I've been kind of planning ahead a little bit. So we're using a Caracal. We have Caracal skills, right? And then battle cruiser will probably end up being a Drake. And then for battleship, I would like to probably get into... It's probably gonna be a Raven. I mean, let's be real. I mean, you know, guys know how much I like the Golem, so I think like the Raven's kind of like right up my alley. I've never actually gotten a strict alpha tune up to a battleship, right? Because all my main just got Omega after like, I mean, I played my main for like a week before I even got Omega, because I just wanted to see exactly like what was possible to do, and I kind of enjoyed the free to play kind of aspect even back then. So a lot of where my motivation is for this series is, you know, kind of in that same field. Kind of like whenever I play mobile games, like anything like Clash of Clans or something that, you know, notoriously has a lot of, you know, paid, you know, in-app purchases or whatever. I like to see how far I can go. Or I just am stubborn to the point where I was like, I'm never going to do any in-app purchase, and I want to see how far I can progress. It's just kind of like a challenge. So that's where a lot of motivation comes from. It's going to take us a long time to actually fill up this Cormorant with loot, unless if we get a lot of prop mod drops. That's what's going to fill it up pretty quick. I mean, right now, yeah, 160 out of 425. We're almost 230 of 50, which is good. Goals. If I don't actually get all 50 wrecks in this episode, I'll definitely have it done before next episode. And chances are what we'll end up doing is we'll probably be in the Caracal next episode and just go out and just kill a bunch of shit and just get that objective done. This is kind of the less exciting kind of stuff that's going on right now. Ooh, 31. Nice. I'm obsessive with this. I do like this like little stack wall button right here on the Photon UI compact version. Is this compact version? No, it's not. This is non-compact version. There are things I don't like about this though, like the little arrow where you used to be able to just press the arrow and bring out the tree. You know, if you're in a mining ship, you have to kind of go here, show sidebar, switch to the mining hold, go here, turn off sidebar. I don't know. Just the petty things that I don't like. Few and far between, but still. I got really used to how I like things. I think a lot of you players are like that too. We don't necessarily like change too much because we spend a lot of like conscious effort trying to figure out revenue streams and getting like up our own like ISK operations set up, and then when things kind of change and disrupt that, then it pisses us off. Alright, we're good, we're reloaded, got our MTU. We need to clear our bookmark, and we're going back to this other mission.
Warp drive active.
The joys of just flying in between sec missions. I'm actually curious about how involved this next mission is going to be. I never want to like go and dock until I have both missions done. Under the few circumstances where I like fill up, if my inventory is full right now, I'd probably just go to Jita and like dump everything, and then, you know, go finish up. But I really doubt we're gonna fill up our cargo from this mission. Easy enough. Just want us to destroy all the enemies on grid. We tab here. I don't think I'm gonna salvage anything on this pocket. Is there? Yeah, it's just a single pocket. I'm gonna drop the MTU though, just to bring whatever loot and can in. Pretty simple. A lot of Stargate oriented missions. Looks like a Mar. That was Sanchez, but I think it's literally just a Mar stuff. But that completes that mission. I'll probably salvage this stuff over here while we're waiting for that loot to come over. Even though we're not that far away from it. We could have just went over there and looted it up, but get as much as we can while we can. It won't take very long anyway. Every wreck is already less than 10k away. There we go. Open cargo. 1 scrap metal. So worth it. Gonna scoop that. And I think we're good. Don't think we need anything else there.
Warp drive active.
We're up to 33 of 50. We'll bang it out before episode 9, and that way we don't have to sit through 2 episodes of salvaging. Are we out of... that's, I guess, a good stopping point anyway, because we're running out of rounds. I have spare rounds in Jita, I'm pretty sure. I got another 1500 in Jita, but yeah.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Get all this turned in and take all this stuff to Jita, refill our ammo, the usual stuff. Complete and close. Make sure I don't have anything here. Go and set desto to Jita. Few ship spins.
Warp drive active.
Come on. A little bit of progress. See how our LP is going. Yeah, we're doing. Those were Caldera Navy agents, so 1,200. Figure we'll just keep doing Caldera Navy seg missions and just build up a bunch of LP and see what we can do with it. And I'm not really, like I said at the beginning of the series, I'm not really in a big hurry to try to accomplish anything crazy, right? It's really about just kind of enjoying the simpler things in New Eden, which is a nice break from, what my main usually does. Can we get docked up here? Not counting the MTU, we got about 3 million, I guess, in loot. Looks like some of it is salvage. Like that salvage actually is worth quite a bit, relatively speaking. I mean, it's 1.5 million, but compared to what we normally get, always crazy shenanigans going on outside Jita.
Docking request accepted.
Alright, here we are. Yes, we don't have any uranium. Drop all that. We'll go and reload these just so I don't forget. Alright, good to go. Probably have to buy more ammo anyway, because we loaded, I think, 1,500 going out for that time. And it wasn't enough either. We'll go and sell all this. I'm not holding on to much. I have my Heron fit, I have my Tristan fit, and then I have this Cormorant. Everything else I'm just kind of like getting rid of. That way, because next episode we're going to have to get in the Caracal, which I'm pretty sure the Caracal is going to cost us about 20 million. But we've got some decent skills for, I think it's using heavy missiles is what my fit is. Yeah, so we got almost level 5 of heavy missiles. It's pretty decent. I think we were waiting on better capacity and shield stuff for that anyway, and we have been working on that pretty exclusively, since everything else we were kind of running right now is, with the exception of the Tristan, everything has been shield tanked. But that's gonna be it for this episode. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we'll be just doing a little bit more just combat